to rank some books. So let me explain how I'm tiering this. I have 20 books. Highest tier, I put 5-star. It's like a book that I loved, like I rated it 5 stars. And also it says, I wish I could read again for the first time. So pretty much like any books that I've like been obsessed over that I could read over and over again, but I wish I could read for the first time because it was so good. And the next is just, I enjoyed the book, it was good, but it wasn't my favorite. The next, it's okay, like I would say that'd be around like a 3.5 star for my type of rating, like a 3 or 3.5 star, maybe 4 star. Like it's a good book, but I don't know if I would read it again. And the next one, hated it. Like I did not like it. Maybe I DNF'd it. But honestly, out of all the 20 books that I chose here, I don't think I hated any of them. I feel like I'm too nice to hate a book, because like it's someone's piece of work that they wrote and poured their soul into and passion into, and I don't want to be mean and hate it, but also I want to be honest. But then also not all books are for everyone. I don't know, but maybe I hated one. I don't know, but I still put that there just in case. And then the last one is books that I haven't read yet. So first is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I love this series so much. It's a fantasy, I think it's young adult, romance, enemies to lovers. Fantasy enemies to lovers are my all-time favorite type of books. It has Evangeline and Jax, the King of Hearts in it. Ugh. So of course I have to put it at 5 stars because this series was so good. Like I was honestly like obsessing over it the whole time I was reading. I didn't want to stop reading it. It was so good. Ugh. I kind of want to do like a reread of it now, but maybe one day. Okay, next. Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I love Lynn Painter's books. I think I especially love her young adult books. There's just something about like young love that she writes so good. So it's Bailey and Charlie. They are like enemies type of thing. They work at the same place. And then they end up doing a little fake dating thing. But then the guy bets with this other guy. He's like, I bet you can't like make her fall in love with you or something like that. But then he's like, I'm not gonna take that bet. Like that's dumb. Oh, and then Bailey and Charlie make a bet that, no, Charlie's like, I bet that Bailey's best friend won't end up with, I can't remember his name, but the guy that Charlie made a bet with. But she's like, no, they're not gonna end up together because she has a boyfriend that she loves. But they still kind of made the bet. She's like, I don't really want to do that. I don't trust it, but they kind of made that. So there's a lot of betting going on. There is fake dating. I'm just like remembering all the things that happened in this book, and it's so good. I love Lynn Painter's young adult books, and she's coming out with a new one that she just announced this past week, I think. It's called Fake Skating. It's like a hockey young adult romance. Honestly, I'm really not interested in like sports romances, but this one looks really good, so I'm excited to read it. Okay, anyway, Betting on You, I have to rate it 5 stars. I'm sorry, I have to. Okay, next, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I'm just starting to read this book, and so far it's good. I think I'm on like chapter 3, I'm pretty sure. So I haven't gotten very far into it, so I can't really rate this, but I think I'll just put it on the haven't read yet. I'm barely into the book, so I don't want to rate it yet. I've been listening to the audiobook of it. Okay, next, the Selection series. I know this is like a series from a long time ago, and I've talked about this before, but it truly is a good series, and they have to make it into a TV series. Like, I would be obsessed over it if they did. So pretty much, if you don't know the Selection series, it's by Kira Cass. It's kind of like The Bachelor, but like a royal bachelor type of thing. all these girls get chosen to compete for the hand of the prince. And it was actually really entertaining and good. Honestly, back then I would have given it 5 stars, but now looking at it, I don't want to give all these books 5 stars. I'm gonna say I enjoyed it. It's not quite 5 stars, but back then when I read it, I would have given it 5 stars. But now that I've grown up, I'm not. Terrible, it's also by Stephanie Garber. It's a series that came out before Once Upon a Broken Heart that also has Jax in it, but like before Once Upon a Broken Heart takes place. And honestly, this series is so good. Like, so good. Like, the world that she created in it. I've already talked about this, but like her mind is like amazing. Like, her creativity and imagination is just, it's just so cool. It's where these girls come to this island where this game happens. It's called Caraval. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt that they have to do. And there's love, and I think there's an enemies to lovers, I'm pretty sure. It's really good, and I have to rate it 5 stars. I have to. It was so good. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. The first time I read this book, I was opened up to the world of rom-coms, like 2000s, late 1990s rom-coms that I had never watched before. Like the classics like Harry Met Sally, The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink. I never watched those. But then once I started reading this book, she has like a bunch of quotes at the top of each chapter from different like rom-coms. I started making a list of all the rom-coms that she listed in here, and I watched all of them. I honestly can't imagine a world where I didn't watch rom-coms, because now they're like my favorite type of genre, like movie genre. Honestly, I have to rate it 5 stars. I have to. The next door neighbor little rivalry that goes on in this book. Liz is like a hardcore hopeless romantic. Like, she loves rom-com. She is like obsessed with making playlists for like every situation. And there's Wes, the next door neighbor. I think there's a little fake dating in this too. You have to read it if you haven't read it. Come on. You have to read it. Okay. And the next Shatter Me series, ugh. This series was so good. I got it a few Christmases ago, like the whole series, and I literally could not stop reading it. Honestly, this is the type of series that I would want to read for the first time over again. Honestly, I kind of want to reread it now. Aaron Warner. At first you think he's the bad guy, but you have to read it. You have to. So it's pretty much about this girl named Juliet. She has like this thing where if she touches people, she like burns them. I can't remember if they die or they just get burned. But turns out, it's kind of a spoiler, sorry. Turns out Aaron is the only person she can touch without burning him. It's like they're soulmates. But at first he was seen as the enemy, and like she fell in love with this other guy. So much happens. It's like dystopian. There's like war kind of in it. Honestly, really good. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Divergent in a way. Man, if they turn this into a movie, ugh, that would be amazing. Honestly, I kind of want to be a part of it if they do. Okay, next, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I think that's the first Ali Hazelwood I ever read. And honestly, it was so good. The romance in it, the banter, it's like a STEM romance because that's her thing. She normally does that. I'm not gonna say it's 5 stars. I enjoyed it, but it's not like my favorite. I loved the banter between her and the other guy. I don't remember their names, but the romance in it was super good. The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I recently read this, and this is pretty much where I always forget character names. Ugh. But the girl and the guy, I forget how they meet, but they meet and they make like this wager. Whoever finds like a boyfriend or girlfriend first, the guy would win this signed baseball that the girl had that she took from her ex. And then she would win a trip somewhere because he has a lot of miles on, he has a lot of flight miles because he travels a lot. So they made the wager and whoever wins gets the stuff. Honestly, it was good. I wouldn't say it's a 5 stars, but I enjoyed it. It was really good. Okay. Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. It's the sequel to Better Than the Movies. Honestly, it was so good. I teared up a little bit in it. It's where Wes and Liz have grown up. They've moved to college. They were together, but then they split up after a thing happened with a person in Wes's family, and that kind of shook him a little bit where he dropped out of college. And Liz has grown up. She's not the hopeless romantic girl that she used to be. And she switched to like sports management in a way. Like she takes pictures for the sports teams at UCLA and stuff like that. But they've grown up. And Wes comes back in. He gets his life back together. He comes back to college and he tries to win Liz back. But she's like, dude, you broke my heart. You left me. I can't go through that again. So, but who knows if they'll end up together again. Honestly, wouldn't rate it 5 stars because I loved Better Than the Movies better. I'm gonna still put that I enjoyed it because it was really good. The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This is like a Valentine's Day, Groundhog Day type of thing where it's like a time loop. You know Groundhog Day, the movie where the guy gets stuck in this like time loop on Groundhog Day. That's pretty much what this is, but on Valentine's Day. I always try and like reread it close to Valentine's Day just to get that Valentine's Day vibe because it's honestly such a good book and it's like fast paced where it's like a book you could like just read in 1 sitting or 2 sittings, honestly. She gets stuck in a time loop. She has a boyfriend that she tries and she's wanting to say I love you to him on Valentine's Day. But things get in the way. She crashes her car into this guy, Nick. He has a red truck. He's more like a bad boy in a way, kind of like a grumpy. It's like a Grumpy Sunshine type of trope. I need to reread it. Valentine's Day is coming up. February 1st, I think I'm gonna reread it. Wait, it is February. Time is going by so fast. It's literally February 11th. I'm gonna reread it after I finish reading Fourth Wing. Oh wait, but Valentine's Day is on Friday. Maybe I'll just read it on Friday. If you're wanting to read a Valentine's Day type book and you haven't read this, you should definitely read it. I highly recommend it. You'll have a good time reading it. And you'll giggle, kick your feet. It's that type of romance. Okay. And it's young adult, so it's like fun and just, yeah. I have to give it 5 stars. Okay, Emily Henry Happy Place. Unpopular opinion, I don't know what it is. I just can't get into Emily Henry's books. Like, it's not that they're bad, it's just something about it just doesn't make me really, like, love it. I've read Happy Place. It was okay. I'm gonna put it in the okay category. Honestly, wasn't my favorite. You guys have probably read it because it's everywhere. It's where these like group of friends come back to the summer house for the summer that they always used to go to. And for the last time, because I think the dad of the girl, one of the friends, is gonna sell the house. So it was like their last summer together. And then the main girl that the story's about, her and this other guy have been dating. They're all a part of the same friend group. They used to be dating, but then they broke up, but their friends don't know that they broke up. And when they came back to this summer house for that summer, her ex-boyfriend comes too because they're all part of the same friend group. But the friends don't know that they broke up, so they kind of have to like fake date in a way, I think. And then sparks fly and they start to catch feelings again. I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. I haven't read it in a while. I put Better on the Movies here twice. I'm just gonna put it up there. I guess that's how much I love it. What Happened After Midnight by K.L. Walter. Young adult type of fun, like, honestly can't really remember this book. I think it's like the end of the year. These kids like So there's like a prankster guy that always gets chosen. I think he's called the Joker or something. He gets chosen to like put like on these like pranks on the school, kind of like a senior class prank type of thing. This girl was chosen to be a part of the prank by the Joker, but then this other guy, they kind of catch feelings. They're both a part of it, I think. I think he ends up being the Joker, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I don't really remember what it was about, so I probably didn't give a good description of it, but it was just a fun, like, little YA type of book. Honestly, I'm gonna say it was okay. Probably wouldn't read it again. Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, sorry. I have not read this book. I want to so badly, because I saw she's coming out with a new book this summer that I really want to read also. I think I might just wait to read this book until the summertime, so I'm gonna put it on the haven't read yet. Okay, the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I think I like the TV series better. Speaking of that, season 3 is coming out this summer, and it's gonna be so good. Honestly, the amount of books and TV shows and movies coming out this summer makes me feel like the summer is gonna be so good. Like the summer of when season 1 of The Summer I Turned Pretty came out, that was a good summer. So honestly, I feel like this summer is gonna be good. Season 3, Summer I Turned Pretty, Stranger Things, last season. A bunch of really good movies are coming out. A bunch of new books that look so good are coming out. So honestly, it's gonna be a good summer. I'm excited. And I just want to make this summer better. I want to go to the beach more. Anyway, The Summer I Turned Pretty. The book, I wouldn't say it's a 5-star. I would say I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my all-time favorite. My Life with the Walter Boys by Ali Novak. Speaking of this, the TV series for this. Oh, I think a new series is coming out. I think a new season of this is coming out this summer. Maybe. Honestly, the TV series is better than the book. I'm gonna say it was okay. Next, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's turning into a movie and I'm so excited. I think it's a movie. I don't know if they're turning into a TV series or a movie. Honestly, like I said before, I just can't get into Emily Henry's books. Like I've tried. I have 3 of her books. I kind of want to read Happy Place, but I'm like waiting for the paperback to come out. I'm gonna say it was okay. It was not my favorite, but it was okay. Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly. I have not read this book yet, but I want to. Honestly, I haven't read really any Abby Jimenez's books. I think I listened to an audiobook of Part of Your World, which was really good. But I really want to read her books because they're like so good. I'm gonna put it in the haven't read yet. And then lastly, Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've heard a lot of people have loved this book. It honestly wasn't my favorite. It's like probably because of the trope. The trope isn't my favorite. It's like a childhood friends to lovers type of book, romance, which is not my favorite romance trope. So I'm just gonna put it's okay. Okay, there we go. I didn't put any and hated it. Well, there's my ranking. That's it. Comment below if you agreed with any of these rankings, or comment below any of the books you've read or haven't read on here. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. This was fun. I'm trying to do more like bookish things on this channel because I love books and I want to do more book stuff. Comment below if you want me to do another tier ranking thing because this was fun. I was thinking of doing like a book boyfriend one because I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe do like a specific genre one, like just do fantasy books, just do romance books, just do young adult books. I don't know. Comment down below if you want me to do more of this because like I said, it's fun. Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video if you liked it. Okay, bye.